If you were, you grew up with the idea of counting your blessings. And when you do your blessings counting, you always include the family, the people God gave you. Treasuring all the good loves. The bonding moments were absolutely something to behold. You love seeing them up close, then on screen. And as you immerse yourself in their lives, you get to know the shine, the flaws, and struggles. The stories that are honest, familiar, and real. Sometimes it's too real to accept. Like all truth can be, in a way that is both comforting and more uncomfortable. You take it all in at sunset. But sometimes it's a lot to take in. You do an inside scoop on your life as well. And most need to understand. It's like you're not sure if you can understand another country if you don't understand your own. And you start saying, if you were. If you were Bill Gates, you would be the richest person in the world and help. Or if you were a millionaire, you would. If you were present, you would take care of the situation. To press the point a little bit, you'll say, if you were her, you'd try. And to inspect them a little more closely, you'll say, if you were him, you would do it. If you were, right? Those were pretty much your only options, and the only possible success in that option is your imagination. Then, you let your imagination get away from you. Then an event happens with an invitation to do something. You use those opportunities as the reason to discover them. To go one step further. And then your reply comes from a place of, hey, why not? If you were to decide, right? How could you not look at it as it is possible? You wanted to do something, figure out a way to do it, and then you did it. You had a level of fearlessness that you have to possess to take on something like you did. You put life into the box, and now there's magic in the box. And what always made it worth it is hearing the words, good job, well done. At the end of the day, you'll be rewarded by the moments when everything comes together. And what can you gain from that experience? Because everything is time, and it has a life of its own. Good things come in its most wonderful time. There you get kind of adjusted to what you got, and you'll say, I am glad I did it. By that, maybe days were taking a turn for the better. You can feel yourself exhale as you exit and turn into a good breath. And a good night ending with a twist. A little wine warming your bones. A zest for life. Then came the next morning. That exhale began the invitation to a new way of living. And the next move was a reset, a deeper invitation to rebuild from within, and you decide to commit to it. Now you realize it has taken every bit of more than some years to learn these things. And like any hard work, good work, you fail and try again, more often than you'd prefer. It made you productive and practical. And step by step, year by year, they move you further and further from the warm, unstable person you used to be. It made you sober, made you vulnerable, and proudly saying, "This is me with all the limitations, with all the weaknesses," and there you are standing, plain, profoundly courageous, and flashy, but present and connected and grounded in the love of God. From then on, the moments were sacred for a simple reason. Because you chose to be present over pretending to be perfect. Then once again, you were surprised. Still naive as you have been, you made a mistake. Again you'll say, if I were wrong, I'll correct my mistakes. Then you fix up, nailing it. You succeed with great gratitude and joy. Your life now is marked by quiet connection, simplicity. Now there is a peace that defines your days. A settled nest. A groundedness. Yes, groundedness is within you. And maybe it was there all along. Those values you deeply held in your own soul and spirit. And there you have long believed something carries you along. And years later, it all still rings true. Then on, you know that people usually say that your first thought is usually right, but not at that particular time. It just seemed more logical to keep silent when remaining calm and cool was the most important thing. Again, you did a good job. You took writing like a fish takes to writing. You cooked the image of experiences into your eyes, into the back of your head. And you were amazed that in constantly being close to your craft, you were far better than you'd ever be. Keep on living and trust on your life's scenes unfolding.